Hello everyone. So as some of you know, I'm a primary school teacher in my other life and I'm in charge of online safety. Part of my job is taking the aspects of online safety and making them accessible for all children. I find with the younger children, so Key Stage 1 and below, putting these sometimes complex concepts into stories can help them understand. So I wanted to share one with you that I've just made for our Key Stage 1 children about in-app purchases. I'm sure you've all seen on the news stories of people getting unexpected huge bills from children buying things in their online game. And this is often because children have no concept that the money they're spending in the game is actually real money. So this story is about Whip, a little monster who loves games. And one day his screen flashes with the word upgrade. He pushes the button without thinking too much about it. Now, this isn't a polished story. I haven't sat down to edit it much. I've just written it as part of an assembly, hence the PowerPoint presentation that goes with it. But I hope you enjoy it. So I am going to turn my video off so I can start sharing the PowerPoint presentation with you. Whip and the Turbo Racers by Claire Walmsley. This is Whip. Whip loves playing video games. His favourite game is a game called Turbo Racers. He gets to race his friends in different cars and work his way up the leaderboard. Whip doesn't have an iPad of his own, so he plays on his mum's. She helped him set up the Turbo Racer app. Whip always asks his mum when he wants a new game, as he likes being safe. One day when he was playing, a flashing screen appeared. "Upgrade now," it said. Whip knew that upgrade meant making things better, and he really wanted a faster car so he could beat Fett, his friend. So he clicked the button. The button took him to a car shop. Whip's eyes widened with delight. The Gracie 7000 was spinning in the centre of the screen. He read the description. The Gracie 7000 produces 750 horsepower with dual turbo engines that will leave your competitors eating your dust. 5 colours available with customisable paintwork. Only 100 racer coins. Only available for the next 10 minutes at this price. Grab a bargain. Whip's heart began to race. He didn't know what horsepower meant or whether dual turbo engines were a good thing. All he could think about was beating Fett. 100 racer coins didn't seem that bad. And anyway, racer coins weren't real coins, were they? He hastily clicked the buy button before his 10 minutes were up. His new car was amazing. He beat Fett in many races, and he couldn't believe he hadn't upgraded earlier. He soon discovered that you could use racer coins to buy all sorts of things, and he bought some funky headlights for his new car and some wobbly sunflowers for the dashboard. He was very much enjoying this new area of the game until a few days later, when his mum came to see him. "Whip," she said, sitting him down on the sofa, "I've just had a call from the bank because they've noticed quite a lot of money has been spent in the last few days. I was very worried that someone had stolen my credit card, but it's still here in my purse. The lady on the phone told me that all the money was being spent on racer coins. What have you been up to?" Whip's face fell. He showed his mum the new car he had bought and all the extras. It looked silly now, not the gleaming chariot it had once been. "When we set up the game together, I had to put my credit card details in, so when you bought racer coins, you were actually spending real money," explained Mum. Whip had no idea he had been spending real money in his game. He felt very confused. How was he supposed to know what cost money and what didn't? Mum sat him down to show him some helpful tips to help him spot when he might be being charged. They looked at Turbo Racers, and in small writing it said in-app purchases. Whip had never spotted that before. Mum explained that this meant there was an option to buy things in the game. "Most apps have this option these days," she explained. They played the game together, and soon the word upgrade flashed on his screen again. "Ah, another word to watch out for," said Mum. "They make you think that you can get an even better game. Sometimes you might have to upgrade to use all the special features or access different levels, but sometimes you're just buying some flashy tyres for your car." Mum asked why Whip hadn't come to talk to her about the upgrade, as he usually spoke to her about everything. Whip explained that the upgrade advert had said he only had 10 minutes to buy it at that special price, and he really wanted it. Mum chuckled. "Yes, games have a way of making you think you're getting a really good deal. You should always look out for words like buy now or limited offer. They are just ways to make you feel like you're missing out, so you buy without really thinking about it." Whip felt a little foolish that he had fallen for all this. but he felt better knowing what to look for in future. He apologised to Mum and together they made a plan. His mum set up parental controls on the apps he used so that he didn't accidentally spend any real money. They also found a great website that gave reviews about different games to help him and his mum decide if they were right for him. And finally, he promised that he would always speak to her about his games and ask if he wasn't sure. The end. Thank you for listening, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I shall see you all soon. Bye.